Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces September 11, 2022. It's a time of increased focus on rest, relaxation, detoxing, and putting excess or outdated projects and situations behind you. You're dealing with loose ends. Generally, it's not the best time of the solar year to push yourself or your plans. This is a period of rest and physical and emotional replenishment. You might do some reflecting upon recent events, conditions, and feelings. Aim to get to know yourself, your goals, and your needs more intimately. This process is necessary, and the better you handle things now. Today is good for cultivating friendships and connecting soulfully. This, however, doesn't stop the traction activating your relationship sector, as the moon will shift into spontaneous Pisces via your committed 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others today. Your challenge? Communication has always been your forte, but Luna's square to Mars and Venus via your bossy 10th house of authority creates friction with regards to the desire to take the initiative in this situation. Don't force it if you're not ready. Slowly but surely taking effect in your subconscious. Pisces season is going to be the time to mentally stabilize so that you can appreciate the value of your work, co-workers, and other factors that can impact your career. Although subtler, it can be an incredibly important astrological season. Your perception can either help you become determinately motivated or insanely stubborn with your professional progress. Lean into a stable view so that you can steadily make valuable changes in your career. Expect to have an intense day today, as you will likely be spending it in the company of other strong women. It is possible that you will attend a psychic event, such as a séance or a tarot card reading, in the evening. You will be stunned by what you learn about yourself. Though you may have gone to the event on a whim, you leave it a convert. Your energy and drive have no bounds. If you had it your way, you would do everything and at the same time. Even though your interests are varied, you should concentrate on what's relevant. Involve your friends and relations in particular. You will spend wonderful moments together, and have great memories of them. Your social circle has started to revolve almost exclusively around you. That's fine and dandy, you like to be liked, of course, but you need some time to strike out on your own, too. You're optimistic, willing to take risks. Self-reliance and the charm you possess gives you great confidence. If you suffer the indignity of being turned down by a potential date, this has little effect on the way you feel. There are people out there who appreciate what you offer and willing to share their love with you. You could have some excess physical energy. You might feel pulled in several directions at once. You might try to accomplish too many tasks at the same time. Your heightened stamina and drive could inspire you to take on too many obligations. Don't overdo things today. Make some time for breaks and for breathing. Although you might feel like you are superhuman, you still need to eat and to sleep. Stay clear of gossip on this day. Even if this is something you see as harmless every now and then, it can wind up costing you in the long run. Don't be surprised if you see others striking up chatter about other people's business today. When it's a good friend or a group of people you have to get along with, such as co-workers, it can be harder to stay out of it. Yet, it's important. 6. Keep yourself busy and find ways to excuse yourself when this kind of situation occurs. Today brings you to a turning point in this financial year and a transition that is already underway that will see the whole dynamics change. Until now, all the planetary activity has been in your financial sector, where the focus is more on what you do with and how you manage the money you have. While the first planet to reach your income sector this year is still 15 days away, as Pluto turns retrograde in your financial sector, this puts money matters in review mode, clearing the path forward for the income side of the financial fence to finally get its turn. Mercury, the planet of communications, return to Pisces today is something that will benefit both you and your relationships. While giving you an intellectually savvy and articulate edge, this will make it easier to both get and keep the communication lines open. With no planetary activity in your relationship sector, this is the next best thing. Our eyes in the sky. The moon in Pisces opposes Venus this morning, and our minds and hearts will be sharp and moving quickly. We'll have an opportunity to heal through socialization and casual conversation. However, Mercury's retrograde, which begins today, can throw a wrench into these healing vibes if we forget to be good listeners. Remember that social interactions should be about giving and receiving. After you've said your piece, be sure to stick around and listen to the people you encounter today. You'll need to be discerning when it comes to your conversations. Make sure you don't end up in the role of therapist for someone who lays all their problems on you then bails before you have a chance to talk about yours. The energy lightens up a bit in the afternoon, giving you a chance to mentally engage with the things you find interesting. Do some light research or reading if you have some free time. As we head into the evening, try to surround yourself with people who lift you up. Communication will be easy, and it can help you alleviate stress. When the moon is in Pisces, mental stimulation can make it hard to fall asleep, so stay away from screens for an hour before bedtime, and enjoy a cup of herbal tea to help you unwind before heading off to dreamland. In the early morning and evening, the moon forms square aspects to Mars and Venus, respectively, bringing an abundance of healing energy. Use this time to reconnect with yourself and the things you desire most. We might take our frustrations out on those who we are closest to because we assume our loved ones have the bandwidth to hold space for even our most irrational feelings. Be mindful that we are at the mercy of our passions now, and our behavior can hurt others if we are not careful. In the morning, the Pisces moon opposes Venus in Virgo, starting off the day on a sensitive note. Our emotional and romantic needs are at odds, making it difficult for us to communicate what we want. However, we are also frustrated when others fail to read our minds. We might be harboring an idealistic fantasy of our relationships while at the same time negotiating conflicts in a hypercritical way. It may be better now to take a break from social engagements and instead do something healthy or creative for your body and mind, like listening to your favorite music or relaxing with a good book. The cosmic weather is then quiet until the late afternoon, when the moon squares off with Mars in Gemini, exacerbating our moodiness. We find ourselves annoyed and irritated, especially in our intimate relationships. It is probable that we are still not communicating our needs, but now we are lashing out and making the other party feel like they have been insensitive. Our feelings are hurt, but it is we who have injured ourselves, not the other person. Try to take ownership of your emotions instead of casting blame.